Hello friends, you're welcome once again to our channel. Alright, so in today's video we are delving into the markets to see the opportunities we have for the week. Alright, so far so good. The market is doing what we expected of it, and we are starting from crypto, and from there we move to forex pairs as we dive in. If you've not subscribed to this channel, please kindly subscribe and like this video, guys. Share with your friends, because we're releasing a lot of value on this channel. Thank you for doing that. So on Bitcoin, we have this impulse up, guys, and then we started having this correction. And when the market did this, we thought maybe from there we'll be pushing up again, but eventually it didn't happen that way. Instead, the market started giving us this complex structure. And there's one thing you should take away from this video, guys. In a complex structure, anytime the market makes a new low, there might be a potential new low for the markets to push up. So when it makes this low, we thought after this now it goes up. You can see then it hasn't made another low apart from this. So the market gives us this side wave and then it pushes high. So what are we expecting from there, guys? Now, two things we're expecting. This market should move up from here, guys. Watch out for this critical resistance here. Let's wait for this pullback. There will be a pullback here. If that happens healthy, then you can push the markets upward. All right, so we are waiting for a three-wave pullback, above this kind of channel trend. So wait for something like this, guys, on Bitcoin for a confirmation that this thing is set to move. So that's what we're expecting on Bitcoin, guys. Now if you take a look on Ethereum, the same thing applies here. Now the market has actually played what we were expecting before, so the same thing applies here. So two things we are waiting for the market to actually give us a pullback here for a continuation. All right, because what we are seeing, this is 1, 2, 3, and after that we have this push. If this is going to be the beginning of the reversal, then there will be a correction in between that prove that the market is set to reverse at this point. But if you take a look on what is happening inside here, you can see for yourself that there is a correction here on the lower time frame before the market pushes high. That was yesterday. So there was a slight correction at this point. Three-wave move here. So this one. So we're expecting another one, three-wave move here before the next one happens, before we have this, and there we go. So something like this might play out, guys. So let's see how it develops on Ethereum. Now let's take also look on Binance Coin. This actually plays out what we expected of it. Now what the market has done here is something we forecasted before now. We saw this coming. So this is kind of a running flag, but you can see how this market plays out. A, B, C is coming. So this C, we're expecting it to actually break this high and continues. All right, provided it clears this resistance here. So this resistance is very, very, very important. So we are waiting for the market to clear out this. If it clears this comfortably, then we are pushing on higher, guys. So if you are not in there, just wait for the market to clear out this resistance, and there we have a reversal, a pullback before it continues pushing high. All right, on the Dogecoin, this is a correction. This is an impulse. This one is going to move higher, guys. So watch out for this 1, 2, 3. So at this end of this, there will be another drop before it goes up. All right, so all the market is just bouncing back. Now let's take a look on this CRV. Now the CRV is a coin that we like trading of recent. All right, I just picked interest on this coin just last week, so I'm waiting for something to happen here, and that is for the market to give me a pullback, slight pullback, to confirm that this is not a corrective structure, because this can prove something like this before it goes. So let's just wait, guys. All right, a pullback here, and at the break of that, we'll be pushing the market higher. All right, so almost all the crypto pairs are moving the same. Remember what I told you guys here. Let's take a look on this BTC dominance. if you take a look at this BTC dominance, you can see what the market is doing. That is just a complex move here. So what can you see from here? Now, what I can relate this to be, the market is just A, B, C, then this will push up high here and drop. Okay, so I'm expecting this market to push higher again, all right, at least to this point, guys. So this is very, very important. So at least to this point. Then when this is pushing higher, what do you expect on other pairs? They'll be bleeding, but once it starts dropping this way, all the pairs will start gaining momentum, guys. So that's what we're expecting on this pair. So keep your eye on it, and once this market starts dropping, that is time for you to like take long positions on all these altcoin, healthy altcoins, because they're gonna double your money, all right, within a week or two. All right, so let's go to Forex. Now this is the gold chart. Taking a look on the gold, what can you see, guys, as we are taking a look on the 4 hours? So on gold pairs, I can see where the market has a potential of dropping. Okay, two things is possible here. It's either the market drops here, all right, or it pushes higher again and drop. So two things, it's either it drops here or it pushes higher to drop, because I can see potential 1, 2, 3. Either it drops here or give us another 5 wave to drop. So if you are trading this pair, you just need to be careful, because we just wait for the market to close below this trend. Once the market closes below this, then it's proven that it can drop from here. So, but if you take a look on it, what actually are we expecting in a long run? Now you can see that either the market gives, because it has given us 1, 2, 3. So even if this drop, we are still expecting push up, guys. All right, so bear that in mind, that any drop from here is a short lived, just for scalpers and day traders for this drop. All right, because the bigger momentum or the bigger expectation is on the upside. So the upside is what we're expecting the market to really peak. All right, so on the Euro USD, what can you see, guys? The market is actually making the first impulse. Haven't seen what the market has done here. You can see for yourself that the market has actually started a reversal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so then we're expecting a 3-wave move down. A 3-wave move down before the market continues. So watch out for this, and probably the market might decide to tag this before going higher. All right, so but take a look on what is going on here. Watch out for this 3-wave move down, then market continues from there. So this is what we're expecting on the Euro USD. Now I think the market should be at this time reversing, because you can see clearly that it has given us this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is the last wave of wave 5, guys. All right, so watch out for any moment from now. There will be a reversal playing out here. The sweet one. All right, so let's take a look on this. Correct, we're already on this trade, guys. All right, I'm already on this trade because daily I trade pound USD. I love that this pair so much that I trade it on a daily basis. All right, so now what are we expecting? Now let me show you what actually saw that made me to take this short position. Now I can see clearly that this is impulse 2, 3, 4, 5. So I see this to be like a leading diagonal. Okay, so I'm expecting a 3-wave move down before continuation. So this is what I'm expecting, guys, to play out on this pair. So in case you are not in, you should consider taking it. If you go to lower time frame, there should be a lot of, let me show you some other things you need to be, what we are observing or waiting for is for the market to at least drop, breaking this low. So two things that might happen at this point. All right, at this point is a point we need to watch out for, because something like this can still play out, push up and drop. Okay, all right, so we know about it. But also, we also know that this market can also start dropping from there. All right, so because you know these two things that can happen, then we are observant and waiting for a confirmation. Even though we're already in profits, we have actually put our profits to break even, so that if this market is spiking from there, it won't end in loss. Okay, so that's just it. So watch out for this, but on the 4 hours, I don't see potential of that spike happening. Okay, because this has actually completed a 5-way move up. So watch out for these guys. The market is, I think there will be a very big down move today on this. Then the Audi USD, the Aussie actually is doing what we expected of it. We took a long position here, and you can see the market is actually playing out the way we expected. So we have this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or we have this WXY. So however you see it is the same thing. So but at this juncture, there will be a pullback, okay, because the markets are actually, gone up. So we're expecting the market to give us at least 3-wave move back, even if it's not as big as this, but let's observe and see what the market is doing. So now you are not expected to jump into this market because there's no pattern, there's no setup that we can see on this. The only trade that might interest me is when a sell setup plays out, we can take that. All right. So the pound yen, and the pound yen is going sideways, and based on what we can see here, I see a potential of one more drop before the market goes, okay, because it might drop like this and push, making this a complex structure. If this happens to be 1, 2, 3, this can move. All right, so but for now it's not clear yet. We're expecting a sharp sell-off, so let this sell-off be completed. It's either it stops here, and as it's reversing, we can put our entry position here, it tags us in, or if it drops here to break this low and at reverse, we can enter here. So watch out for this sell guy. A fast drop is coming, so let's see how it develops. Now the Euro Audi, is actually going sideways, but one thing we're expecting of this market now, because this market has actually completed this, we've seen this impulse, this is a correction, this is coming down. So at this point here, if you see any buy setup, we are going for it, guys, for the next impulse. We are going for the buy setup for the next impulse. Okay, then the pound New Zealand, exactly as we forecasted last week, we actually took profit here. So what are we expecting now? Well, no clear setup yet, because the way the market is dropping correctively, so it can continue dropping like this, dropping like this, dropping like this. So for now, let's just wait and see what the market will give us. All right, because anything is possible here. This is an impulse. If you decide to break this, come up, then can decide continue dropping like this. So watch out, guys, and let's wait and see a clear setup. But bigger time frame is telling us that potential drop is possible at this point. Okay, so this was a setup that we saw last week on the dollar card. So we saw this last week playing out, and we know that the market is just starting. So what are we expecting? This is just beginning, guys. Impulse, correction, impulse. Watch out for this. This might actually tag this. Okay, so before it continues up, or it can break down totally. So watch out for this. But now there's no, in case if you are already in the trade, good luck. Just put your trade at break even and let's ride on it. Now on the euro pound is, let me just put this here, actually going sideways. So two things you might be expecting here is for the market to push higher like this and drop. Watch out for this, guys. This is possible since this has not broken this. So we're expecting the market to drop. All right, I'm expecting the market to drop, so it can become 1 A, B, C. then before the market continues high. So watch out for that. At the tag of this high, look out for sell setup here. There might be a potential drop at this point. Audi card is playing out beautifully, and this corrective move, I think, has the potential of dropping one more. This has a potential of dropping one more because the way we are seeing it here, the market is actually going sluggishly. It's not that impulsively. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So expect this to happen, guys, on this. Even if it's going to move out, expect something like this to play out. The dollar yen. Now, is the power of wave theory, guys. Wave theory is actually powerful. We actually forecasted this thing to play out this way when the market was here. It's going to drop and it's going to push high. Now, you can see what's going on. It has actually dropped and now it's pushing high. So two things we're expecting of here, guys. Let the markets commit to you before you commit to the market. Put in your entry position here at the break of this, riding with the market. Okay? Riding with the market, because the market has actually given us this 1, 2, ABC completed here. So, and it has given us this head and shoulder pattern. If you can see it that way, all is correct. So let's just see how it's going. So, but this has a potential move here. Now on the Audi Swiss here, we expected the market to continue high here, but it dropped one more. So now what can you see, guys? Now the market, this one is going sideways, but all we can see here clearly is where the market gives us one more drop, because this is an impulse. You can see this is a correction, one more drop before coming up and total drop. So this is what we can see currently now. But we've proven otherwise when this one pushes high and high to this point. If that happens, it can become A, B, C. So this one, we can equate this to be this. You can see there are different ways in which this can happen. So, but now we are not moving ahead of the markets. We are following the markets. All right. As it develops, then we are forecasting based on what the market is doing, guys. Audi yen. Now, Audi yen actually moved in our direction last 2 weeks because we forecasted this market. This is the one we took. And finally, when it was pushing out here, we said that anytime this is broken, there might be a drop. But you can see there's something we observe here. You know, this has not broken this, and now the market is trying to drop. We are thinking of contracting structure, but you can see contracting structure is not proven yet until the previous low is cleared. So you can see in the middle of it, it reverses again. So what you can see clearly now is this structure where the market has given us A, B, C. So if you give us any sell structure here, guys, we can be confident to take this trade downwards. All right, we can be confident to take it downwards. So be careful of contracting structure because it can be deceiving sometimes. All right, so this is the few pairs we have on Forex. So feel free to trade them accordingly. If you have any question on any of them, feel free to comment. We'll help you to resolve it. And if you have any potential setup or any potential pairs you are trading and you want analysis on it, you can reach out to us and we'll feel free. I will be glad to help you analyze it clearly. All right, so don't forget to subscribe, like, and share this video with your friends. Thank you, guys, and see you in the next video.